From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now. And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see. Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Cut back to you. Gravity Lions.
Back to throw. Fernandez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They run on first down with Jackson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 more there and another first down. The Chiefs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They run again with Jackson. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
18. 19, Pioneer. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check, 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 check. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And his throw here is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. Hey, smash. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Get up.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing, Cook. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's good. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
The give is to McLaughlin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now Cook. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. McLaughlin is in. Touchdown, Packers. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Got it.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19. Here we go. Shot. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 65 catch. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Come back, Bronco 80. Warrior 7. Hurt.
Back to throw. Fernandez. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bob 2. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
2nd and 3. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here we go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. But this feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fighting through at the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Cook. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cook. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
And they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
set.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Trap 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw. Fernandez. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
60 Maverick, 60 Eagles, 6, Cup 19, Warriors 70.
Second and 11. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Tag! Hawk, step, Mustang 19! Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the arc. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He'll take this to the 46.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go! 19-18!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake.
Cook. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one's incomplete.
Intended for number 23. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, pass. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw. Fernandez. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. 19, Lion. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fernandez. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Set. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around. And out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Viking 18. Jeff 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Track, 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bob, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready, right?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Green Bay.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Looking to throw. Cook. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Up the middle they go. Triplet. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Cook. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into.
Throw well side is complete on the diving effort. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's McLaughlin.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
rolling. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Panther 11, Panther 2. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, Parker, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Tag. Panther 60.
Back to throw. Fernandez. He's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready?
Off play action. Fernandez. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Chiefs 24.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And it will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
The kicker on.
A big play there. 67 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Chiefs 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 wide. Check go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Fernandez. Oh, that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Drag him 60 vices, 60 vices. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun on third down, Fernandez. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Cook. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Cook now from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Warrior 70. Go.
Back to throw. Fernandez. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 19 type. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready to
Off the play fake. Fernandez. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Cook throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Fowler. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Chiefs 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Hold the set.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Fernandez. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
19 right. No streets. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Fernandez.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
6 yards.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Fernandez.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Come 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Operating from the gun. Fernandez. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tag! Viking 18! Ready, ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. Jackson going to keep it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On the go! Hey, Crash! 70 Timberwolves!
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Come on, set! Hawk, set!
Off play action. Fernandez. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and 3.
Go! Ready?
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the